Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. Well, I have to tell you, we just walked in the door about an hour ago from going to see John of God in Brazil. And I have to say, this is the most profound healing experience I've ever had in my life. And we went with about a dozen people, and every one of them had a, a major breakthrough, a major healing of their body. And what we saw spiritually was amazing. I can't put it into words. I mean, I wasn't expecting what I was going to see, and it's like wow, and beyond understanding. Um, wow. Anyway, it takes a little while to get there, about 2.5 hours from here to get to Miami. From Miami, 7 or 8 hours, depending on your tailwind, to get to Brasilia, and then a taxi ride of about an hour and a half to get to this little town where John of God in the Casa is. And everybody wears white, and he comes out. He does the process of healing people on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And he's a full trance medium, and there are entities that move through him to do the healing. There's many, many, many of them. There's some doctors, and there are also like Saint Rita, Saint Ignatius, also Saint uh, Francis of Assisi, Saint Francis, on and on and on. There's all these different entities that move through him. And he's just a vessel. I mean, he's just like a pipe, a conduit that allows these entities to move through him. He actually had his own experience many years ago when he actually had a stroke, and he basically couldn't move or do much of anything. And the entities came to him from the other side, and they eventually did heal him. And they kind of made a pact together that they would kind of take care of him if they would he would allow himself to be the conduit for the healing of people and the changes in people. And boy, I've recorded some videos of people and their experiences there, the new ones that people came with us, and also people who have been there for a long, long time and keep going there or stay there, one of the two. And amazing healings of MS, healings of back pain. I could say that myself. I had back pain and a little back pain because I have three narrowed, completely collapsed disc in my back and two fused vertebrae, and then I have a transitional segment. It's kind of wedge shaped, like this in my back. That's the last vertebrae in my lumbar. And if I don't work out, sometimes it gives me pain. So, and I asked the entities, what they call them, the entities of light, and to heal me. And they came in the night, and I had dreams when they come into your dreams, and they actually do some changes in your body. It's just powerful. And I kept a running dialogue with a friend of mine who wanted to know what was going on as exactly what was happening. And he thought it was a profound experience also. And there are people who come from all places in the world. I know I have one person from Nigeria is thinking of going. He has kidney disease. Another one from England. Also, people who have all kinds of diseases like MS. People who are crippled in different ways. Also, people who have emotional challenges. I know one particular person just ended up in a divorce, and that was traumatic for that person, and she was looking for healing of that process. And so there's a lot of different things, types of healing going on. And it is a way of giving back, to tell you the truth, a way of healing not only the body but also the psyche, the mind, the body, the spirit. And they have a triangle like this. One side is love, the other side is faith, and the bottom is charity, or in Hinduism it would be seva, or giving to yourself and giving to others. And that's kind of the symbol. And you usually put your arms on the two sides and put your head in the middle, and you pray to God and to the entities and of light. And it's a very healing experience. I mean, people also just burst into tears there, and they don't know why. Well, I know why, but and I'll be printing out some of the photos I have, and I'll be showing them next Sunday about what happened there, and you'll be like, wow, look at that. You know, because we have experiences with some of the spirits there, and it is pretty profound. I have never ever had this type of an experience. You know, I went and seen Divine Mother Amma, and that was profound. There's no doubt about that. You know, you burst into tears when you see she just starting to come down the hallway towards you. You don't even know. And then you had the same kind of experience with John of God, and it's an amazing thing because you really don't understand exactly what's going on. It's a surrender process also. And we had people who had all kinds of disease processes. And also, it takes a bit of faith. Faith is important. In fact, John of God came out one day, and he usually doesn't do that because he's doing, being the conduit for people. And he walked out front, and there was a lady who was pretty much unable to walk, and he said, you will heal when you have enough faith. And it's really important that we have that faith. The love is important, the faith is important, and the service to others, the service to mankind, the willingness to do what we know is important beyond, the monetary challenges that we have in our life. That's important also. We have to take care of our life, but at the same time, we sometimes forget that, spirit is important. And I think that's really was brought home to me. It's powerful. Everybody wears white, and it's an amazing experience. Plus, you do a lot of meditation there. You have one room, it's called the current room, and there are some mediums in there. They kind of put out an energy throughout the room, and everybody's meditating. And then the other people are walking through, and they pick up this vibe of energy, which is healing. And it is powerful. And you sometimes do 3 hours of meditation at one sitting, or sometimes 4 hours of meditation at one sitting. And that's basically one way of giving back service, is to help others through giving that vibration out to help heal others also. And to hold that healing process, to healing energy, then it's just an amazing place also. That little town is so peaceful, so loving, so kind. And I tell you, if you just walk across the highway into the other little part of the town, into the other town actually, a whole vibe changes completely. I experienced that myself. It was like, well, there's a little store over there. I love to go look at foods, you know that. And so I went over to that little store, and I was like, wow, there's a different vibration here. And so there was an amazing, it's kind of like a big bubble of energy that's around this little town in Brazil, and very healing, very calming, very peaceful. And people go inward to find ways of healing. And I saw many healings there, and I'll go into that in more detail next Sunday, and also in some articles that I'll be writing this week. But I just wanted to let you know I'm back. And if any of you have called me and I haven't gotten to you, I want to apologize for that, but I didn't have a phone at the time. And also, I want to invite you to go see John of God. He's 68, and being a medium takes a toll on a person. In fact, you almost has to have somebody hold him up at the end of a day, because it's very draining. And I know why he only does it 3 days a week, because it's a powerful work that he does. And people come there from all over because they have seen and feel the healing that is there. And I'll get into more into what I actually experienced in the very near future here. But I just wanted to tell you, wow, amazing, powerful. And I invite everybody to go. And first of all, John of God doesn't charge anything. Of course, you have to get there, and you have to have a place to stay, and they have a lot of little what they call posadas. They include your meals and everything, and that's important. And there's just a feeling of love in this whole little town, and so it's an amazing experience, a powerful experience, a healing experience, and an experience of making changes in one's life. And I'm going to go back. There's no doubt about it. It will make you want to go back. And I met people from all over the world that were there for healing and there to be of service to others. And I made lifelong friends. I remember a couple that were from Tennessee, and these people were wonderful. There's a lot of people from California, a lady from Ecuador, all over the place. I mean, lots of German people. I'm amazed how many German people were there. I think about a third of the crowd is German. There were German people were there, the French were there, English speakers were there, and also the Portuguese from speaking population from Brazil. So there's a huge diversity there that is just really amazing. So if you really have something that science and medicine is not healing, I highly recommend you go see John of God. And I'll get into more in the next few days and especially next Sunday. But I'm tired now. Just been traveling, about 12, 13 hours, and so I'm going to take a little break, but I'll see you during the week and next weekend. Remember, I love you.